Hello, my name's Lisa and I'd like to welcome you back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, then thank you for clicking on this video. If you are a returning subscriber, then just know I really do appreciate you. Today's video is coming from a lady who is in the MLM, Amare. I think that's how you pronounce it. Spell A-M-A-R-E. And they are a wellness company. I'm going to put trigger warnings in right from the beginning because she's going to be talking about medications, mental health, depression, anxiety, and also about being sober. Because this lady is a recovering alcoholic. I'm not telling you anything that she doesn't already tell you herself, so you don't need to worry about her privacy because she talks about it quite openly. So let's see why I've made an anti-MLM video about her. And what she's going to say in this video, in my opinion, is very shocking. And it's advice that I don't think you should be taking. But hey ho. And just before we do dive in, I always keep forgetting to say that if you want to send me any content, then the instructions on how to do that are down in the description. You can find my Instagram channel down there as well, and also a lot of people that I personally follow and am subscribed to on YouTube, and they all make excellent videos, so go and check out some of them as well. Right, so let's get on with it.
Guys, I've got about an hour till I pick up the boys. One girl down, the other one taking a little TV break, and so I'm making my happy juice. I actually had like a new person. I've got like these coming on to make my happy juice and talk about our affiliate launch that's happening Sunday. I've had a couple requests because people from last month are getting their products that ordered at the end of last month on how to make it. And although we have a video, because we have awesome onboarding systems, so if you grab your happy juice, you don't have to be reliant upon me to show you. But I was like, why don't I just do a live and I'll show you? So I'm kind of going to be showing and talking about it at the same time. So when you get your product, you're going to get 3 products. You're going to get the Menabiotics, which is like the secret sauce of happy juice. This is your pre-pro phytobiotic. And this is where you see me post about the stats of lower anxiety, lower depression, lower anger, lower cortisol levels, which translate to lower stress. This is the gut bacteria. And neuroscience the last 10 to 15 years shows that 90% serotonin is in our gut, you guys, and over 50% dopamine and the other happy neurotransmitters. It's really fun to Google and get lost in the science of it all. If you're into that type of thing, I encourage you to do it because it's super fun and empowers you to know your body.
I don't recommend that you go onto Google and start Googling all these things. What I actually recommend is that you go to a medical doctor and ask the questions there, because then you can actually ask questions that you want answers to instead of typing into Google and getting all different answers which can contradict each other, and you can end up going down a rabbit hole and getting some very bad advice. So I wouldn't be doing what this lady's telling you to do.
So this stuff gets into your gut, and unlike medications, like medications I had taken for 18 years, and it was constantly switching between Wellbutrin and Zoloft and oh gosh, I don't have the list, but just every medication in the book. And there was always that like 2 to 4 week lag time before you had to wait and see, do I feel better? Do we need to up the dose? Do we need to lower it? Then you'd get on this good, nice dose. And it was like, because my goal is always to be holistic, it's like, okay, let's stay here for a while, but my ultimate goal is to be off. So we'd go down, anxiety, depression would flare back up. Nothing frickin' worked. It sucked.
You're saying that nothing works. I don't think I agree with you there. There's no way you would be on medications for 18 years if they didn't work. And you're saying that you wanted to go a different route, or where I come from, I'd say route, but semantics there. So if I go to the doctor and I'm given medication, and it's medication, say for instance, like I take levothyroxine because I had 75% of my thyroid removed over 20 years ago. So I know 100% I am going to be on that medication for the rest of my life. But there is other medication that I take that isn't the way it works. So you can take the medication until you become stabilised, and then you can talk to the doctor about alternative treatments. So for instance, I've got carpal tunnel and I take medication for that because of the amount of pain that I'm in. But once the pain was under control, I went back to the doctor and said, it's okay taking this medication for the pain, but obviously I don't want to be doing that for the rest of my life. So therefore, I want to explore what the other options are. So basically, instead of just treating the symptoms, sorting out the source of the symptoms. So now I've got a series of medical appointments with a traumatologist, which is what they call it in Spain, but in England it would be called a specialist. So I'm going to go to a specialist, and there are various different treatment options that are available, and the specialist would choose the best one for the circumstances. And even though you live in America, I can quite imagine that doctors are not really any different, anywhere in the world. So you're saying that you couldn't get better on this medication. That's what you're indicating. And you're saying that you should go a holistic route. But that isn't the only route either, is there? There are many other routes that you can go down without taking a product from an MLM company, which is what you're going to be suggesting through this video.
And the serotonin in the gut explains all that, because I was not working my gut. No healthcare provider or practitioner ever said, I don't feel like they were willingly withholding this information from me, to be clear, but no one ever said, hey, probably for lack of knowledge, 90% of serotonin's in your gut. Let's clean up your diet, or let's get some good pre-pro phytobiotic in your gut and start getting that anxiety and depression to disappear.
From my experience of being on this planet for the last nearly 55 years, I've learned that going to a doctor works both ways, that it's not necessarily up to them to tell you everything. They are there for you to ask them questions. So if you don't ask questions like that, then you may not get that answer. You said that you don't think they were necessarily withholding the information, and then you said because they don't know about it. Well, a doctor who has trained for more than 7 years is going to know an awful lot more than you do. And it's okay you saying that this product, which you're just going to talk about, can help with that, but I want you to cite your sources.
Now, I do have a doctor that had me on a probiotic, but what kind of probiotic you have matters is Amare has taken and divided their strands of the pre-pro phytobiotic, and this is all on their site, and you can see how they cross and interact with each other. And these specific strands are for anxiety and depression. And that's where you see this working for people for anxiety and depression, and people getting off their meds because of it due to the...
No, lady, you cannot say that. You cannot recommend that someone comes off of their depression and anxiety medicine and goes on to Amare's products. You are not allowed to make those claims, so stop it.
Versus just going to your store and buying this probiotic or this prebiotic, etc. Because generally speaking, they don't have the specific strand you need to do that. So
generally speaking, they don't have the strand to do that at your local store. So you're not saying that you can't get it, are you? You're saying that generally speaking. So basically, anyone can look up the strand or strain that you're talking about and find it in an alternative place. But of course, you don't want people to do that, do you? You want them to use your link and to become one of your customers so that you earn a commission from it. You want them to spend an awful lot of money for a product that they could get that costs a hell of a lot less than what you sell it for.
That's what Menabiotics is. So you put 1 scoop of that in it, and then you get to pick for your edge. Edge is your nootropic, which is a natural form of what doctors prescribe, like ADHD meds that help you focus. This is the natural form. ADHD meds are synthetic. So this works with your body to help your mood, metabolism, motivation, which for me translates to focus and help support my ADHD. So you can do this in grape or watermelon. I started out with grape because I hate watermelon. I did grape for 5 months. Earned the trip here with Amare to Panama, and when I was in Panama, I switched over to watermelon because the ambient.
If you are interpreting what she is saying as coming off of your ADHD meds, please don't do it. You should always consult a doctor for stopping any kind of medication, because it can cause catastrophic results if you don't do it properly. The trips are another reason why this lady wants you to purchase using her links, because then she will earn points and personal volume to go towards her getting a free trip.
And now I just love watermelon. I can't find it right now to show you, but watermelon comes in a little jar, so you take a scoop versus a single like this. And so this is what really helps support my mental focus. And you can take this twice a day if you want without the Menabiotics, like in the afternoon if you're feeling like you are feeling a little edgy, or you're just not motivated, or you're going to lock down and do your taxes or sit down and work on some things because the kids are relaxing. You can have a second one of these without the pre-pro phytobiotic later in the afternoon. And then second,
there's one thing I don't quite understand about health and wellness companies. Why do they all sell something to improve focus? Why? Has it been statistically shown that people in the US have a distinct lack of focus, that they can't do their jobs or their normal daily functions because they can't focus? I mean, it's not something that happens where I live, and it's not something that happens where I actually come from. I mean, I was born in England and I actually live in Tenerife. And to be fair, there is only, I think it's one multi-level marketing company here, and that is Herbalife. That's the only one that's here in Tenerife. There are obviously quite a few in the UK, but I just don't get this focus thing.
Is the energy. I choose the energy palm lime. It has some natural caffeine in it from the matcha. It, being an addict, it doesn't give me like the jolt that I expected and wanted.
I'm just going to clarify my understanding of her statement of being an addict. This lady used to be an alcoholic, and I'm guessing that she's talking about being addicted to alcohol. She has been sober for, I do believe it's 9 years. That may not be 100% accurate, but it is around that amount of time, give or take. So that's what she was addicted to.
But like, I could take this right now and take a nap later if my body was tired. So it's absolutely no jitters. Or you can get the sugar-free dragon fruit one, which is not a favorite of mine. I just opt out of it for one, flavor. Two, I like the little bit of caffeine. I'm not a coffee drinker anymore, so My body likes a little of the uppity. I'm a mom of 4, 1, 3, 5, and 7. So the combo of
being a mum of 4 doesn't mean that you need all of these supplements. She's just said that her children at the time of making this video are 1, 3, 5, and 7. Well, there was a point in time when I had 4 children under the age of 5, and I didn't need any of these supplements. I had a newborn, a 1-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 4-year-old, and I managed to function without taking any of these things. So why can't you?
This, you guys, has just really changed motherhood for me. I saw a post yesterday of someone in her stories, Aspen. She talked about how she noticed since starting Happy Juice, and it's not like you wake up one morning and notice all these things you've been doing. It's you wake up and start to notice the little things that you're starting to do that you didn't used to. And she noticed she was going out of the house once a day. She has twins. And it instantly brought me back to summertime. You guys, I never used to bring the kids anywhere. And if I did, it was HE double hockey sticks. It was not fun for me. I was an anxious mess. I had to control everything. The kids could not be kids. There was no stomping in the mud. There was no going up the slide. There was no, things kids do, right, drove me nuts, and I could not enjoy myself out. We'd go out and immediately come back within an hour. Like, I would look at the clock and be like, okay, just get through this hour, Bethany. After Happy Juice, about 3 weeks into it, we did, and I didn't even catch this until hindsight, we did the zoo, the beach, a ferry ride, and bowling all in 1 week.
Are you seriously telling us that if you didn't start drinking the Happy Juice, that you would never be able to do all of those things? Are you making medical claims there? Are you saying that it took away your anxiety and you were able to go outside? Don't you think that there are many other things it could be attributed to?
And I woke up one morning and I popped on my stories on Instagram, and I had Lemon in my arms. She was 1 at the time, and newly 1. I'm visualizing it. And I popped on and I started saying, whoa, I slept in, and said what I did that week with the kids. And because I'm talking to my stories, I can see what I look like as I'm saying it. And my eyes filled up with tears, you guys, because that was not me. I was becoming the mom I always wanted to be. Happy Juice, it's not like magic and you can just not be a bitch, but it helps calm your central nervous system. It helps get you out of this state of fight or flight where you can use the tools that you've earned and used and have been given in therapy all these years. It's like your body's calm enough to be able to process and do these things.
Is Happy Juice the only thing around that can produce those results? Because in my opinion, no, it's not. There are many products around that you can buy in a local store that will give you the same results. Let's have a quick look at how much some products from Amare are going to set you back. Here we are on the Amare Global website, and this is called the Amare Happy Fit Pack, and it has the Amare Mentabiotics, which this lady was talking about, and the Amare Edge flavours in the watermelon and the grape, and it has the Select Energy, which you can get in pomegranate, lime and dragon fruit, and it also has digestive or restore, so you can choose one or the other. And for a one-time purchase is going to cost you $293.95. If you join up, you can do the subscribe and save, and then it would still cost you $263.95. Seeing those prices on the website, you can understand why Bethany is trying to get you to get them from her. as opposed to getting the products individually from, say, Amazon or your local herbalist.
It's phenomenal. So there is a customer link. I think I attached it. If I didn't, I'll put it in the comments after this live, which gets you the Happy Juice pack. Or if you're wanting more holistic measures for ADHD, anxiety, and just want to go like all in, like for me, when I did this, I didn't get the Happy Juice pack. I was like, okay, I do not want to go back on my ADHD meds. That is my goal. If I'm going to give this a shot, I'm going to really give it a shot. I'm not going to half-ass it because that's, one, not me.
I'm just going to say this again because it's a really important message. Do not just stop your ADHD medication.
But two, I want to know if something really works versus taking half measures that avail nothing or avail halfway and not getting to see things in their full capacity. So I got the starter pack. The main thing I wanted out of the starter pack in addition to the Happy Juice was Metafocus, because again, my goal was not to go back on ADHD pills, you guys. And I was a squirrel here, squirrel there, squirrel everywhere. It drove my anxiety up, all the tabs I had open in my brain. It was not a good combo. Like I try and visualize how my kids may have felt. I probably looked like a chicken running around with its head cut off. So I went with the starter pack, which included the Mood Plus, which is amazing, especially if anxiety is something you need extra support in or low mood. When I was in the shower, I was actually thinking about how crappy it gets here in Seattle and how I cannot wait for the sunshine to come back out and have an epic summer with my kids like I did last summer. And I was thinking about how this year, because this is my first time being on Happy Juice during this season, winter going into spring, I don't feel that, like Happy Juice kind of helps boost that seasonal depression, to be honest. And Mood Plus.
There are also many other things that you can do that will get you out of seasonal depression. When I lived in England, the weather there is pretty terrible all year round, and the majority of years, your summer might last a handful of days if you were lucky. So what did I do in that situation? I didn't take a multi-level marketing product. I'd save up and go on holiday if that was possible. If that wasn't possible, I'd save up and go on days out. Having something to look forward to helps to lift your mood. And there are also many other ways that you can do it as well. They're just two examples of what I did.
Plus is what I've been taking daily with my Happy Juice on my low days. Today, you can take it up to 3 times a day. Today, I'm just low vibing. I did some mindset work to get out of my funk and took some more mood. So
as you can see, there are other ways. And this lady just said that she did other things to get out of her funk. Well, if this product is so good, then why were you in a funk?
that is in with the starter pack. Metafocus is in it for that extra support, and you don't have to take these every day. You can take them as needed. And then Metasync. I always recommend when people get their Happy Juice anyway to get Metasync because it really, really helps get that gut-brain axis communicating. And I recommend it at least for their 30 days. A lot of people stay on it after due to the support it gives your immune system. And I can attest to that because my 4 kids, they have been bringing home green snot, this, that, and this, in and out of sickness. I mean, I have a stronger immune system in the first place because I'm 36 and they're 1, 3, 5, and 7. But John and I used to get sick with them all the time. It sucked. And John and I both take Metasync, and it has some mushrooms in it, not the fun ones.
I can tell by your face that you think what you just said is very funny, and talking about addictive substances is not called a fun one, in my opinion.
But the ones that support your immune system and really, really help, it's helps communication sync of chemical messengers between your brain and your gut with clinically studied key ingredients in Metasync. And none of this is secret. This isn't all knowledge that I sat down one day, decided to take all in. It's all on the site. And then if you want more references from outside the site, you can take what you're learning on the site and Google them, PubMed them, and you can find a whole bunch of research on the gut-brain axis. It's really neat. Start with the serotonin and dopamine in your gut. And if you're in addiction, if you're in recovery.
If you are a recovering alcoholic, then I commend you for starting on your journey. Now, I have a friend who has been sober only for the last 2 weeks, but that friend is not taking any MLM products. That friend is getting support from a group and is eating properly and drinking water, and there are many other things that you can do as well. So just because you are recovering from something, it doesn't mean that you should turn to any products of this kind, because you don't need them.
Check out the effects of how this helps your recovery. Because you guys, when you're anxious, when your ADHD is out of control, when you're depressed, those are all ways that you're more prone to relapse. It's just fact.
That's a fact, is it? Okay, well, show me the facts then. Cite your sources. Show me where it says all of the things that you have just said. And I don't mean on the Amare website either. I mean actual facts.
I mean, I used to drink before my college presentation classes because I was self-treating. What do you call it? No comments here. Not self-diagnosing. I was self-treating, self-medicating my anxiety with alcohol.
You didn't seem to have much focus in that section of the video because you couldn't even remember what you wanted to say. At my age, I do have trouble with my memory, but I'm considerably older than this lady. And losing your memory is something that can and does happen to an awful lot of people as they get older. But yet again, you do not need to take these products to improve your memory function. There are many other ways of doing it.
So, getting your mental health under control will help your sobriety really, really thrive. And then if you are interested in the extra income piece, this month we have a special worth $1,000 bonus, which is incredible. Where was that when I signed up? And again, this is optional. You can join as customer or affiliate. Everyone's an affiliate these days anyway. You literally, if you've recommended someone a place to go out to eat for dinner, you just did an affiliate job. You're just not getting paid for it. So as an affiliate, you get a $10 coupon to share with your friends.
Ma'am, you are not an affiliate. You are talking about recruiting people to join your team, to join your downline. That is not classed as affiliate marketing. An affiliate marketer doesn't have to buy a single product in order to earn money through their link. You, on the other hand, do. You have to pay money, which is why it's a multi-level marketing company and not an affiliate program. At this point, I want to bring up the income disclosure statement. So let's have a look at what that says, shall we? As we can see, there are 2 ways to participate in Amare. You can join as a customer, which is where you just buy the products and use them yourself, or you can join as a member, and you have to pay an initial sign-up fee of $69.95, and that entitles you to be a part of the Amare compensation plan. So as we can see, these are the ranks. So there are 14 ranks. The first rank, brand partner, shows that 86.35% of the company are on that rank, and their monthly average compensation is just $25.04. But none of that takes into consideration any of the products that they've bought. So rank 1, as you can see, if you bought the pack that I showed you earlier, you are losing money. Brand builder, 2.15% of the company are getting $317.12 a month, and at that rank, if you bought the pack that I showed you, you're still losing money. If we add up the first 3 ranks, 86, 88, 89. So we'll call it 90% of the company. So that's 90% of everybody in Amare are losing money. So let's go down to the top 2 ranks, which is 3-star diamond and presidential diamond. And as you can see, nobody in this company is ranked there. This is the 2022 income disclosure statement. Now, if you're not aware, Amare has been around since 2018. So it's been around for 5 years, and in that time, no one has reached the 3-star diamond or the presidential diamond rank, and only 0.12% of the company earns more than 40,000, and 80% of this company earn less than $301.32 a month. So depending on the products that they buy, it suggests that some people are earning a few dollars a month and the majority of them are losing money. Before joining any MLM company, which I don't recommend anyone to do, but if you are thinking about it, always look at the income disclosure statement, because that's where you're going to get the most truth from. But when looking at it, you have to take into consideration how much money people are spending. So don't just look at the figures and think, oh yeah, I'm going to earn $300 or $500 a month. You need to think about how much you are spending on products as well and deduct that. And after looking at the Amare income disclosure statement, maybe you can understand why people such as myself are trying to educate people on the multi-level marketing industry business model, and trying to bring awareness to people that it's not the way it is told to you by the top leaders. Because in most companies, 0.01% of people even get to that rank. And as I've just said, Amare is 5 years old, and there is nobody at the top rank, and there is nobody at the rank before that. So what does that tell you? Hopefully, an awful lot.
Friends. And if you share with 10 friends this month, that's $1,000 bonus, which is really freaking neat. I had 3 to 5 people flip from customer to affiliate last month, and they made $500 in those 2 weeks from the day they flipped to affiliate to customer.
Somebody who is active in a multi-level marketing company, if they are calling themselves an affiliate, that should really be ringing alarm bells for you, because being in an MLM is in no way anything like being an affiliate marketer.
So when you get the starter pack, you automatically get that benefit. You get the affiliate benefit, and if you choose to do nothing with it, then so be it. But if you choose to share, then when you're in conversation with people, you're ready to share, versus, oh shit, I got to turn affiliate first before I can share and give my $10 off link. So anyway, that's it. The color's nice and beautiful. It's my Happy Juice cup. And I can really say, and I know it's crazy because I'm a stranger on the internet, but from my heart to yours, if you are listening to this, I'm going to go ahead and say that you're intrigued enough. The opportunity is here in your face, and it's been placed on my heart to share with you for a reason. So many people ask me over and over, how do you get the courage to share, because all the stigma around affiliate marketing, and literally
There is absolutely no stigma around affiliate marketing. There is, however, stigma around pyramid schemes and MLMs. That's where the stigma lies, not in affiliate marketing. So if you are going to go live, at least tell the truth. At least call this business what it is, because it is not affiliate marketing. And you know that, lady, don't you?
Hey guys, I pray to make an impact on people's lives. I pray that God places the people that need to hear this in front of me, and then I just find the courage to just spit it out and speak it. So anyway, stay sober this Friday night. There's nothing worth drinking over. And have a good Friday night, guys.
Please don't take advice from this lady. She is not qualified to give it to you. She is not medically trained, so therefore she technically is not allowed to be making the claims that she is making in this video. If you want to have a drink on Friday night, you know, a nice glass of wine after a hard week at work, then you go ahead, because that is fine. And I can assure you, I will be having a glass or two of wine on Friday night, and I will enjoy it. In my opinion, this lady is extremely dangerous, and you should not be taking any kind of advice from her. Well, that's it for this video. I'm absolutely certain this isn't going to be the last time we are going to be making a video debunking what this lady says. I hope you have an amazing day. If you've enjoyed the video, then please hit the like button, leave me a comment and subscribe to my channel so that I can continue sharing the education far and wide. Bye bye for now.